Or 8:44.
A little something for the weekend with Sam Hunt.
Feels like it's been a year since we've spoken to Sam Hunt, because it was last year. Hello, Sam.
G'day, Wammo. Yeah, we're a year older and a year sillier.
I think so. Yeah. How you been?
I like that Fredericks Brown.
Not bad, eh?
What's that song called? Hail Mary Boy.
Yeah, they are.
Good one.
They're Kiwis, obviously, but living in New York.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah.
Like that. I must check that out. Actually, just last week, speaking of having something to check things out on. I was putting a CD on up here, and that was before I went away, and my 27-year-old amp that I've had for 27 years,
yes.
the amp of my home stereo just blew.
Oh,
it didn't blow. I was putting a Bob Dylan song on, which actually probably 27 years ago was probably the first sound that came through it anyway. And so today we're going up to Whangarei. I don't know where to start.
but being 27 years old, would it be an old Valve?
Well, it's a I don't know. I'm going to take it up. We're going to take it up, but I'm not going to bind things today. I'm going to sort of just take my time because there's another language. I know more about sound sort of amplifiers to do with sound systems rather than with stereos.
Yeah.
But I bought this stereo on St. Patrick's Day, 1983, on the same day that I did another monumental thing. I bought my boathouse that I went on living in for 14 years.
That's right.
Illegally. And I paid $1,500 for the boathouse, and I paid $1,500 for the stereo. Isn't that good? So I spent $3,000 in one day.
Yeah. Gosh,
not that anyone wants to hear about that, but I just thought I'd mention it.
But $1,500 for a stereo back then, that would have been a damn good stereo. No wonder it's lasted so long.
It's any bit that has, all the other bits. Well, some didn't. Some of those things didn't exist then, like CDs. But the turntable and the they've all died, and been replaced with new ones. But anyway, it's good. I've been away. I've been up a valley called the Valley last week. I was up a valley of the Mother of Rainbows.
Oh, what is that?
Which is, it's got it's a very difficult Maori name, but it's as you're going up Arthur's Pass. It's one of the valleys that goes off there, and I was staying there working. Went down to do I think you describe it as a very pleasant, but a millionaire's bash.
Oh.
Jordan Luck and his band, and the Greg Johnson trio, who were just great, and myself, and a few other people were brought down to sort of provide some entertainment.
Oh,
and,
fun.
This was at Flock Hill, which is one of the big stations, one of the big sheep stations.
Yeah.
And but the weather was this was Tuesday of last week. Last week? Yeah, I'm confused. Or week before last now, I'm not sure. Yeah, week before last. And the sun was on the Monday, the sun shone, and Tuesday it just poured. And that was the day of the party.
Yeah.
And there were women in the high heel shoes getting stuck in the mud. But it was a good, great, lovely atmosphere. I mean, despite all the money.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds great. What a fun time.
And then I went on up to Wellington where I had a couple of shows to do, which I did.
Yep.
But most importantly, I met the grandson. Met my 7-week-old grandson Loki.
Oh, good.
And he's just beautiful. And when anyone hears me say he's beautiful, they sort of think, well, poor old Grand Sam's going to say that. Old Granddad's going to say it.
Yeah.
But he is beautiful. He's got eyes that look straight at you, and as if to know. And he's just great. And can I read you three? A few weeks ago, I told you on our program here. A very rough little chord. Well, it's now grown. It's not. They're all three very short ones. Could I read them?
Sure.
Or tell them.
Yeah.
They're called the Loki. Loki, by the way, L-O-K-I. Loki was a Norse god of mischief. Was the Norse god of mischief. So that's his name. And his mother, Loki's mother, has Norwegian blood, and Loki appears in the Norse sagas. So there you are. But anyway, these are just three Loki chords, which in a way I guess are addressed to my mother, who died some years ago. Mother, number one, Mother, around 6 last night, night of a new moon, your first great-grandchild was born. Then this, at 3 a.m., awake to a panic attack that I'd forgotten to tell you. Your years dead, I'm that many years older. Seems every so often, though, not through death we meet, but birth. That's what I take it to mean, and why it was a new moon. And 2, Mother, the moon was new in the sky the night he was born. Since then the moon is 4 nights older, as is the boy. And 3, talking late last night, those same old dreams again. You said how amazed you were to be a great-grandmother. In my own lifetime, you said. I was about to reply now, let's get this sorted. I'm currently alive, and you, if I'm right, currently dead. Said gently, not as if to put her back in a box. And no, it cannot be. But mother, how is it? It was your voice that woke me. Yeah.
Cool.
So those are three. Those are three chords for the beautiful young grandson, and we did a couple of Wellington shows, and the second one was on the Saturday night, which was last Saturday. Yeah. That's right. Last Saturday. In the sound shell of the Wellington Botanic Gardens.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful venue, and a whole lot of people there, so they made a big audience and big speakers. And Loki was there. Apparently, when I spoke, so one of my friends who was with him said, when your poems, your voice came over the big speakers, he was looking around thinking, yeah, I know that bloody voice, but where is he? So I guess he'll have a chance to find out as he goes. It's been great, though.
They'll have to get him to listen to the radio every Friday morning.
Get him to tune in at 8:40 on his favourite radio station.
And talking about that, can I open the mailbag, Sam?
Yeah.
Right. I've just got a note here from Claire Hunt.
Claire Hunt
has said, just surfing the net here in Sydney and feeling homesick. Saw a clip with Sam Hunt, of course, on YouTube there. Next time you speak with him on Kiwi, can you remind him of meeting my son Sam Hunt, whom he met at Auckland Airport?
I do indeed.
My Sam will never forget that meeting.
They're a lovely family. Yeah, they weren't related. It was just his name. That's right. How neat. How lovely to hear that.
So you must be not going off somewhere. They were going off somewhere else, and it was just this crisscross at the airport.
Yeah, that's where I meet most the people. The few people I do meet in my life. It's usually the place I meet them.
In the departure lounge.
Also just stumbling around where the regional planes fly from. I think more meetings have taken place there than anywhere else.
Yeah, I think
hey,
so.
have I got time to read you a beautiful poem by a poet I want to do more of next week, a Scottish poet called Norman McCagan, just a little beautiful one he wrote called Grandchild?
Sure.
It's such a beautiful poem, and I've been obviously thinking with my little 49-night-old baby, and my mind's been going to a lot of great poems, of course, that have been written on the arrival of a grandchild. This is one of the most beautiful. This is by a Scottish poet. I'll tell you more of this next week. You may know some of his stuff. Norman McCaig. He was born 100 years ago, and he died in 1996. This is a little poem just for something for the weekend called Grandchild. She stumbles upon every day as though it were a four-leaf clover ringed in a horseshoe. The light is her luck. It is thickening into chair, postman, poodle with a ribbon round its neck. She plays among godsends and becomes one. Watch her being a seal or a sleepy book. Then sometimes she wakes in the night, terrified, staring at somewhere else. She's learning that ancestors refuse to be dead. Their resurrection is her terror. We soothe the little godsend back to us and pray despairingly. May the clover be a true prophet. May her light be without history. Yeah.
Nice
poem.
Yeah.
So that's it. So I'm going to go up to Whangarei and go and look at these home stereos. If anyone out there knows all about home stereos, the good old grunty one's what I'm after.
Yeah.
He's been putting an ad out.
They'll try to sell you all sorts of things. They'll say, oh, you want an MP3 this?
I know, and then they'll put it
that.
through big flash speakers in their place.
Yeah.
Which my speakers aren't bad, but they're not big flash speakers. they're good grunty ones,
Yeah.
but probably need renewing anyway. But so it's all a state of flux there, Wammo. It's all a state of flux.
And you need some Dylan. Oh, do you know Dylan's coming?
Yes, he told me. Oh, yes, I do know. Yeah.
He told you, did he?
Sorry, that was a little slip. Yes, he is coming.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Right.
he is indeed. And
Oh, I see, Sam. I see. No, that's all something. No, yeah, making sense.
and no, he is on the way. I
Okay.
think it's after the Byron Bay, and he's doing some on the Australian coast, like Adelaide, Melbourne, and Sydney. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it made sense for him to jump.
course.
Apparently.
Yeah.
I gather. So
Well, who knows? I've got no idea.
I know nothing of these things, but I do know it's great. I reckon Beethoven and Dylan, the two Bs, Bob and Beethoven, would have been played on that sound system. So it seemed appropriate when it went. And it was just that I turned it on. This is when it went, and I just heard a whoop, and that was it.
Wow. Whoop.
And the lights were, and the lights went down in Tallahassee. Good on you, Wammo.
All right. We'll see you next week.
Good to talk to you.
Later.